Good morning, children, and welcome to the online session of English Literature of Class 7. In the previous class, we had started a new chapter, Big Brother, written by Munshi Premchand. So, this story is being told by a younger brother about his elder brother who used to study all day but still he failed. He used to fail in each class several times. So we had already completed it till page 13 and we have to start from this particular paragraph. So let us read it now. The annual exams came and even this year my brother failed. I was promoted and was first in my class. There was now only 2 years of difference left between us. I felt a little proud of myself. My brother's influence over me would soon be over. I began to play freely in the playground. One day I had spent the morning playing stickball and came back at lunchtime. So this younger brother is saying that even in this final exam, what happened? As usual, his elder brother failed and he got promoted. He himself got promoted to the next class and he passed out with flying colors while his elder brother failed as usual. There was now only 2 years of difference left between us. So since his elder brother failed yet again this time, what happened? There was only 2 years of difference that was left between them. It was a bit shameful for this younger brother. I felt a little proud of myself. Now he's saying that he felt a little proud of himself. Why? Because now his elder brother will not be able to control him. His elder brother will not be able to instruct him. Alright, I began to play freely, and so he says that he began to play freely and in the playground. One day I had spent the morning playing stickball. So one day as he spent the morning playing stickball, he played stickball with his friends and came back during lunchtime. What happened? Let us read in the next para. He said in a sharp tone, I know you have passed this year and even topped your class, but I also see that you are putting on airs. Let me tell you, even great men live to regret their pride. It is easy to pass an exam, but it is really difficult to develop your mind. Now, as he came after playing stickball at lunchtime, he confronted his elder brother. As usual, he got another piece of lecture. What was that? He said in a sharp tone, he said in a rude voice. I know you have passed this year. He says that, I know that you have passed. His elder brother is saying to this younger brother that although you have passed, you have come first in your class, you have topped your class, but I also see that you are putting on airs. There's a kind of pride that is developing inside your brain. He's saying that, you have some kind of pride on you and that is not good. Let me tell you, even great men live to regret their pride. So this elder brother, as usual, he is giving some piece of advice to his younger brother. He is saying that even great men, even successful people live to regret their pride. Even successful people, when they have some kind of pride, when they become successful and they are, they have this attitude of pride that comes in them. When at that time, what happens? Even this pride leads to some kind of regret comes afterwards. This line you have to understand it better, because even great men live to regret their pride. Successful people, if even once they have this kind of, pride. They develop this pride in themselves. It becomes a hindrance. It becomes an obstacle. It slows down that progress. So that's why it is always said to be humble in life. We must not be very proud of ourselves. Even if we become successful, if we become wealthy or whatever, we must not be very proud. So this is the advice that his elder brother is giving to his younger brother, not to feel proud of yourself just because you have come first in the class. Because even successful people, when they develop pride in themselves, what happens? Their progress slows down. So in the same way, he is trying to advise his younger brother about not to be proud of himself. It is easy to pass an exam, but it is really difficult to develop your mind. So here he is saying that it is very easy to pass the exam, but it is very difficult to develop your mind. It is very difficult to train your mind, to be humble. Develop your mind means, to train your mind. Train your mind to be humble. To be humble. Even if you see lot of success. So that is the advice that he is giving to his younger brother. So now let us read in the next para what is there. Think of Ravan and how such a great ruler met his doom solely because of his pride. Now he is giving an example of this mythological character Ravan. How this person who was a great ruler, and he was a man of great intelligence also, this man Ravan, but he met his doom, means he was destroyed and he faced death just because of his pride. His pride was the only reason behind his destruction. He added, "You have been promoted by one grade. However, when you reach my class and have to study algebra, geometry and literature in depth, you will realize how tough it is." Now he says that, he is giving some advice to his younger brother by adding, although you have been promoted by one grade, although you have been promoted to the next class, still when the time will come, you will reach to my level. When you reach to the class where I am, you will find that all these subjects, algebra, geometry and literature, would be very, very difficult to understand. He says that when you will reach to my class, you will know how difficult it is to understand these subjects. When you will read it, when you will have to learn it, deeply, you will understand, you will realize it is very tough to understand these subjects. Now let us move to the next page. It is not easy to memorize the kings' names. There were 8 Henrys, and if you write about Henry VII instead of Henry VIII, you will get 0. These people perhaps did not have enough names to go around. So after every name they have to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So this elder brother is giving an example of this subject called history. So in history we learn about great men, rulers, who used to rule years and years ago. So he's saying that in this subject history, you have to learn so many names. Henry the 7th, Henry the 8th, Henry the, so there are some names along with these numbers written beside them. And in history, if even by mistake you write Henry the 7th instead of Henry the 8th, you might end up getting 0. says that in history it is very difficult to remember the names along with the particular number. If you mistake, if you write the wrong number, you will not get any marks. These people perhaps did not have enough names to go around. So there, can you find, it's kind of funny, no? This line has an element of humor here. It has an element of humor. There are several examples in this story where you will find some element of humor. Humor, H-U-M-O-U-R, humor. You'll find the element of humor where you would feel there are some lines. When we read it, we'll find that there is something that we feel like laughing. These people perhaps not have enough names to go around. It says that maybe in those days they did not have enough names. They could not think of enough names, and that is the reason they used to put these numbers, these Roman numbers with their names to differentiate the people, and so on. Names, these people perhaps did not have enough names to go around, so after every name they have to put 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So this is something funny that he has added in this story. Okay, this elder brother, he had he used to give some reasons, and that was quite funny. So this was his reason of not, about, history being this, this type of, this subject is, it's very difficult to remember the names in history because of some names with these Roman numbers. And these Roman numbers, if you do not write the correct Roman number with the name, you might not get marks. So next para, as for geometry, the lesser said the better. Now he comes to the next subject, next topic of mathematics, geometry. The lesser said the better. Now he has something to say about geometry also. If you write ACB instead of ABC, the whole calculation goes wrong. So he says that again, in geometry you find these things, ABC, ACB, the naming of this angles of this, geometrical angles, ACB, ABC. If you write ACB instead of ABC, the calculation goes wrong. The perpendicular is twice the base. So he is saying is giving the details of these things that we learn in geometry. All these things are related to geometry. The perpendicular is twice the base. I ask you, how does it matter? Even if it is 4 times long, what do I care? So he says that, all these things we have to, things we have to remember in geometry. The perpendicular is twice the base. I ask you, how does it matter? He says that, how does it matter? Even if it is 4 times long, I do not care. However, you have to pass, and so you got to memorize it all. Then there are essays. Now he is saying you have to memorize it, you have to learn it in order to pass the exam. I don't mind whether perpendicular is twice the base or it is 4 times. That doesn't matter. All matters is that you have to memorize, you have to learn it, and you have to pass it. You don't have to find the reason behind it, why this perpendicular is twice the base and why ABC should be written and not ACB. Nothing, there shouldn't be. He's saying that there is no reason behind it. We have to just memorize it, because his elder brother used to find his studies very difficult. He used to struggle with his studies, and that is the reason he is saying all these things. Alright. So now he has something to say about essays. With a hint of anger, he said, why should I write 4 pages on a topic when I can say it in a single sentence? He says that now he is becoming angry. He is becoming angrier. The more he is talking about different subjects, he is becoming angrier. He is saying, why should I write? What is the need to write 4 pages when It can be said in a single sentence. Isn't it a contradiction to write a concise essay of 4 pages? So he is saying, isn't it something, something opposite to write a concise essay? Concise essay means short essay. Short essay but full of information. So he says that it is contradictory. Contradictory means something that is opposite. Contradiction means opposite. This is very opposite to write a concise essay of 4 pages. Concise itself means short. Short but informative. Short but informative. How can one write a short essay in 4 pages? That is, he is saying, that is a contradiction. That is something that is not being, that is something that is very opposite. Alright. And he doesn't understand how it can be done. How can one, write a short essay in 4 pages. So these are the things that he doesn't understand. Coming to the point, don't think that you are smart just because you got promoted. Now after giving him all these lessons about all these, about the different subjects he has explained, about how he has explained, he is explaining about different subjects, and he has said that now I come to the point that even if you have passed, you might be thinking too high of yourself, but you must not be too proud of yourself. He says that he tried to point out the criticality of each subject. First, his elder brother tried to find out the criticality of history. Okay, how it is so difficult to learn. Then he pointed out the difficulty of geometry, how it is very difficult to learn. And then again, in the third part, he has pointed out the difficulty of learning English essays. Okay, and now at the end he says that, coming to the point, now you come to the point. Don't think that you are smart just because you got promoted. Don't think that you have you passed with good marks and you got promoted to the next class. So you must not think too high of yourself. You must not think that you are very smart. Pay attention to what I say. I may have failed, but I am still older than you and more experienced. So he is saying that even if I have failed, but I have more experience, I am older than you, I am your elder brother, and I have more experience, and so I can give you advice. So always pay attention to what I say. Let's go for lunch now. Now he says that, come on now, after giving him some advice, he says that, come on, let us go for lunch. Now come to the next para. I lost my appetite for lunch. Given my brother's reaction, I wondered what would have happened had I failed. Now I lost my appetite for lunch. Another humor, element of humor. Feel like laughing. Some of the lines are funny. This also has an element of humor. I lost my appetite for lunch. He is saying that now I'm not at all hungry. I don't feel like eating. After he received, such a lot of advice and lectures from his elder brother, he says that I don't have any hunger for food now. I'm not at all hungry. I have lost my appetite for lunch. Given my brother's reaction, I wondered what would have happened had I failed. So he says that this is the time I passed with flying colors. I came first in the class, and still my brother is giving me so much of advice. And he's saying, if at all I had failed, what was the reaction? What would have been the reaction of his elder brother? He could not imagine. He's saying, I wonder what would have been reaction had I been failed. Moreover, his description of studies in the 9th grade really scared me. So in the description of his studies, now he is saying that his brother, whatever he had explained him about different subjects, about the difficulty of learning different subjects in class 9, he got scared and he was quite afraid after after hearing the advice of his elder brother. It really scared me. However, even this admonition didn't change my distaste for books. So he says that even this admonition means warning. His brother was giving him warning that if you will reach the higher classes, you will face lot of difficulties studying these subjects: history, mathematics, English, and what type of challenge you will face. He has also pointed out those challenges. In history you will fail if in history you will face the challenge of remembering the names. In geometry you will face the challenge of misplacing the letters, and in English you might face the challenge of writing a short essay yet in 4 pages. Alright, so this is the challenge that he had received, the challenge that he had explained to his younger brother. However, even this admonition didn't change my distaste for books. So he's saying that even these warnings that his elder brother gave him, it did not change his liking for books. He used to like books. He used to love reading books. He used to love, studying. His younger brother was quite good at studies, and after hearing this piece of advice from his elder brother about the warnings that he gave him about studying these subjects in class 9, he was not, all these warnings did not change his mind. He still loved to read books. I didn't miss a chance to play outside. Still, he went outside to play. I studied too, but just enough to complete my assignment and not be disgraced in class. So he's saying that even after hearing so much, from his elder brother about the difficulties he might face in class 9 about these subjects, still he used to play outside. Still he used to study, and he used to complete his assignments and not be disgraced in class. He does, his younger brother, he used to play also, he used to even study, and he used to complete his assignments, his homework, just because he would not face any disgrace, he would not be punished in the class. He used to be very, very particular with everything. But my self-confidence disappeared and I started living in fear. But his self-confidence slowly and steadily it began to disappear, because his elder brother was instilling fear in him by saying that, by explaining the challenges of these subjects. His elder brother had filled the mind of his younger brother with fear. Okay, and that is the reason this younger brother was losing his confidence. In the next annual exams, I passed and my brother failed yet again. Now, what happened? As usual, in the next exam, the next final exam, his brother again failed, while he himself passed. I don't think that I had worked very hard and was fairly surprised that I got a first division. Now he's saying that even after studying for, he used to study very hard. This younger brother used to study very hard, but after getting this advice from his brother about different subjects, about the challenges of different subjects, he got scared. And what happened? In the next final exam, he did not study very hard, but still he managed to pass and he managed to come first in the class yet again. And it was quite surprising that even after you know, even after he started living in fear, he was surprised to know that he got first division. On the contrary, my brother literally buried himself in books. On the other side, what happened? His elder brother, my brother means my elder brother, he literally buried himself in books, means he got himself, he buried himself. He was totally engrossed reading books. He was, because he failed, and this time again he started studying like he always did, putting in long hours in studies. He had grown pale means his health was deteriorating. He had grown pale, because he had failed, and it could be seen in his face. It could be seen in his face. His younger brother is saying that his elder brother failed, and this time again he he started studying as if he had to, he started giving long hours in studies, his elder brother, and he had grown pale because